Video from Nate the lawyer, man saved by body cam after woman lied about SA. So yes, this is going to be another video of a woman lying, trying to put some false accusations on a man, but being caught in the lie thanks to video cameras. God damn, what a great invention. Thank goodness we have video cameras nowadays. Just imagine all the lies. Oh, it's actually kind of terrifying to think about. But anyways, let's watch this video, shall we?
Charges are possible after a viral online post accused a state trooper of sexual assault. Newly released body cam video clears him of the crime, and tonight social media is changing its tune.
Okay, so we're going to talk about how this woman said that this cop kidnapped her and did unthinkable things to her during a traffic stop. And the only thing that saved this cop was that the woman didn't know he was recording everything on his body camera. You got to see this to believe it. This is Sharita Dixon Cole, a 37-year-old woman from Grapevine, Texas. Now, on May 20th, 2018, at about 1:30 in the morning, Trooper Daniel Hubbard observed Dixon Cole's vehicle traveling southbound on the interstate. Now, she was driving erratically, so he suspected that she may be driving under the influence and pulled her over.
1:30 Sunday morning, the state trooper pulled over Sharita Dixon Cole on suspicion of drunken driving. Now, she tells the trooper she's coming from downtown Dallas, where she only had one drink, and she's driving to her fiance's house in Waxahachie. During a field sobriety test, the trooper pours out 2 bottles of alcohol he found in her back seat. He places Cole under arrest and asks her to sit in the front seat of his patrol vehicle.
Now, Dixon Cole is taken to jail, booked, processed, and sees the judge and bails out the next day. Now, the next day, the internet blew up. A man named Sean King, who's a civil rights activist with over 3 million followers, said this.
Hours after her arrest, well-known civil rights activist Sean King wrote on Facebook and Twitter, "This woman was kidnapped."
Boy, does this guy believe all women. So what is this woman was kidnapped and raped by a Texas state trooper. Sharita Cole just happens to be a close personal friend of a civil rights attorney, my friend at Merit Law. These are the facts he got from her family. So this guy was really quick to believe her because he knew her through one person, and just because she was close to him in one way or another, he was quick to believe her, and because she is a woman and he's a civil rights activist, so her being black probably helped him get really excited to share this story and make it a whole thing about his brand and being a civil rights activist. But obviously, Sean King that day learned a valuable lesson, and it's that you can't just believe all women, no matter what race they are.
Raped by a Texas state trooper. King included a detailed explanation of the claims as explained by Cole and her attorney Lee Merritt.
Now, after Sean King made his post, the story went crazy. Here it is in some newspapers. Black woman reportedly kidnapped, blanked by white cop during traffic stop. Now, to be fair to Sean King, he didn't just make this up. He got it from Sharita Dixon and her attorney.
So this is another thing that this woman does have going for her in this lie, is that it's about race now. So this kind of adds another layer of, yes, like the outrageousness, but also the believability. Like, people are more inclined to believe her because now it's an issue on race. That also adds another layer. White cop. Now, they weren't overtly saying woman raped by racist cop. They're kind of covertly saying woman raped by white cop, definitely making this a issue focused on race, which really is another way to pull out the heartstrings of people to make them want to believe things even more. So this is just another layer on top of this lie that in one way, yes, will make it more emotional, and thus people would be more emotionally invested and more inclined to believe it. So let's keep going here.
They just said, you got a beautiful black woman and you have her saying that this white racist cop did unspeakable things like kidnapped her during a traffic stop in Ruby Red, Texas. Now, everyone online is calling this cop a racist, blankist, and this poor woman. But the state troopers had an ace up their sleeve. See, they had the body camera footage, which unfortunately for Miss Dixon, she didn't know the cop had the body cam on. So her lies were exposed to the world. Here's what happened.
Recently, a woman by the name of Sharita Dixon Cole, who's 37 years old, got arrested for drinking and driving in the state of Texas. Now, after she got arrested, she hired an attorney and alleged that the individual who arrested her, who works with the Texas Department of Public Safety, assaulted her, sexually assaulted her during the arrest. She claimed that the trooper repeatedly told her he would let her go in exchange for sexual favors. When she said no, she claimed the trooper sexually assaulted her, and that's according to her to a statement from her attorney on Monday. Well, now we have some evidence of what really happened. Luckily, there was body camera footage that showed the entirety of the arrest, and the cops decided to release 2 hours of that footage, unedited, to show us what really happened. And it turns out that she lied. Now, we're not going to show you the 2-hour footage, but we're going to show you a snippet of it. Take a look.
Real quick, before we get into that, just think about all the bullshit that has happened when citizens, civilians, and the police interact. The lies that took place without body cam footage. And I'm not just talking, I'm talking about both parties. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like those First Amendment audits, but you can tell, or you can see these guys, how they do like to kind of violate the rights of many Americans. And it's pretty crazy to think there was a time where police officers weren't recording all of their interactions with people. And just think of all the lies that took place on both parties, not just the police officers, but obviously in this instance, right, we have a woman trying to lie about something that took place during these traffic stops that it actually, didn't happen. So just think of all the lies. And it's really crazy to think there ever was a time where body cams were not on police officers. But anyways, let's watch this. Let's watch this bullshitter at work.
How much alcohol have you consumed this evening?
One, true.
Just one? What was it?
Vodka, pineapple.
Okay. Thank you. I also see there's a couple of containers of alcohol in the back seat. It looks like wine and
Yes, I'm bringing that from groceries from my house to his house.
God damn.
All right, ma'am. You're being placed under arrest for driving while talking. You're being placed under keep facing towards my car. All right, you can go ahead and sit up here. I'm gonna reach around and buckle you in.
Okay, so JR pointed this out to me, and I wanted to also point it out to you. In the end of that video, you can see how the cop pulls the seatbelt, and he's so careful to not touch her in any way. I mean, the way that he handled that situation was perfect. He was respectful. He didn't touch her in any type of way, that could be questionable. He handled that perfectly. And to know that he was potentially victimized with serious charges if he wasn't wearing that camera. Like, that camera provided evidence that he did nothing wrong.
So now, after the video totally cleared the cop, her attorney, who first made these allegations, then came and apologized for falsely accusing the trooper.
And the civil rights attorney who helped the accusations go viral, well, he says this body camera footage directly conflicts with what Dixon Cole told his office. In a statement, Lee Merritt says, "It is deeply troubling when innocent parties are falsely accused, and I am truly sorry for any trouble these claims may have caused the officer and his family."
So now Dixon Cole is being run through social media because now they're saying she's a liar. She's making up false allegations.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to be arrested, right? Right? For lying to the police, right?
Against men, and this is crazy. But Dixon Cole says, hold on for a second. The attorney, Lee Merritt, never represented me, and I never made those allegations.
Did you ever hire Lee Merritt?
No.
Did anyone from your family ever retain or hire Lee Merritt?
No.
You know what, I was wrong with running with this information that I received from her boyfriend.
Merritt says he initially heard of the rape allegations from the boyfriend. He has since apologized for his role in publicizing it, but he insists he was Cole's attorney and showed us a text message from her boyfriend authorizing him to speak after he says he met them in person. An extremely detailed play-by-play of the supposed assault that Merritt released on Twitter could only come, he says, from what she recounted.
Things that she told directly to me.
The Ellis County DA isn't pursuing charges against Cole because she never filed an actual complaint. The office did say in a statement that while in custody, she made, quote, detailed false claims about the trooper. Whose fault is this?
Yours. Mine. Say mine. Say mine.
I don't feel like it's anyone's fault.
Zero accountability.
I feel like
You feel
I
like-
definitely have to take accountability
Hey.
on my actions.
There you go.
During
All
our
right.
interview, the woman stopped short of directly apologizing to that trooper, a man thrust into the spotlight for simply doing his job.
So now, as you heard, she will not be charged with any crimes.
Of
And
course.
she has defenders out there saying that was the right decision, not to charge her with making false claims against the cops. Here is one of those advocates.
All of the news media coverage is about this false report, which we know is so incredibly rare.
And this is why so many women can get away with this shit, because no matter what, you catch them in a lie, there's just always going to be suckers simping for women. They don't want to see them in precarious situations or arrested. Oh, we don't want to lock her up in jail. It was the right thing to do to let her go. Blah blah. There's always going to be just hardcore simping for women. Both men and women do it. So it's just this is why their feet really never held to the fire when they lie about this shit, because so many people are just happy to say, it's okay. No, just go ahead and let her go. It's okay. It was a mistake. Oh, this guy said this. Actually, we don't really know where this information came from. It's just a big mix-up, and nobody actually said this, and nobody really is taking any accountability for this story. So it's just, what do you expect? You know, their feet are never really held to the fire, and it's because for some reason, so many people don't want them to be held accountable for lying to the police and trying to put accusations on men, even though it happens time and time and time again. People don't want these women to face any sort of justice for lying and potentially completely ruining a man's life. It's the highest, it's the worst accusation a man can face, and the accusation alone tends to put a massive stain on his reputation. The accusation alone is oftentimes enough to get a man fired, shunned from his friends and family. His colleagues denounce him or condemn him. So I think since an accusation like that is so heavy, why would we not then go ahead and punish the people who lie about it? Yeah. But again, this happens every time. We always talk about this, and I'm not really sure when things will change or if they ever will. But again, I guess I don't know why. But let's listen to this woman cope and talk about why this woman doesn't need to be charged.
That reinforces to a survivor that, oh my gosh, if I do come forward, I'm not going to be believed, or people are going to say that what happened to me is not significant. That, I think...
Yeah, because it's because people lie, because so many of these women lie. That's why nobody really believes them that much anymore. It's the boy who cried wolf. Do we need to tell this story do we need to emphasize this story to young girls so that we can really hammer this into their minds? Don't lie, because when you're telling the truth, people will be less inclined to believe you.
Real message is we want to make sure that we're creating a culture where survivors feel like they can come forward and that they will be believed.
So what do you think should have happened in this case? Do you think the woman should have been charged? Do you think it's the right decision not to charge her so other victims would be believed and would be willing to come forward? How do you feel about all of this? The lawyer.
That doesn't make any sense. Just don't lie. Just don't lie. and you'll be okay. If you're lying, there's going to be a chance that you're caught in a lie, especially since video cameras are everywhere. But hey, if you're not lying, you really don't have anything to worry about because you're not lying. Therefore, it's impossible for you to be found in a lie. I mean, really, the only way a lot of these guys are proven innocent is through video camera footage. So if that's the only way they're being proven innocent, that's the only way a woman is going to be proven a liar. So if there isn't video camera footage contradicting what you say to the police, you're going to be okay. So just don't lie and you'll be all right. It really is that simple. No? How would it not be? If it's video camera footage that is proving these men innocent and proving women liars, you should feel okay to go ahead and go to the police if you know you're not lying, because there won't be video camera footage proving you're lying.
Face some responsibility for running out there with these lies. Sean King also ran out there with these lies and said that this officer had kidnapped someone on duty. If you believe someone in this story should be punished, tell me why and tell me how would you punish that person? Well,
let's check out the comments here. Normalize putting people in jail for false accusations. That's right. She needs to be charged, plain and simple. Pretty much common consensus here. Sue her, the boyfriend, the lawyer, and Sean King. She should 100, and this looks like a woman, she should 100% be charged. Not holding her responsible for attempting to destroy his life isn't helpful to actual victims. Yeah, that's right. If we were being fair to Sean King, we'd call him a race grifter instead of a civil rights activist. Yeah, that he did kind of like... Definitely fit his narrative, that story. If I were the officer, I would sue her and the boyfriend. Yeah, everybody kind of agrees. The idea that you shouldn't prosecute proven liars because actual victims wouldn't come forward is total nonsense. Yeah, the idea that you shouldn't prosecute proven liars. That's right. That's right. There's really no logic there. That kind of confused me a little bit when she said that, because I didn't really follow how she linked the two. Didn't really make sense to me, because there is no sense. There is no logic there. She should be charged. Yes, actual victims need to come forward, but false accusers need to be punished to deter that behavior. Yeah, and so many men and women, probably mostly men, are starting to really see why Believe All Women is so stupid. And it's because so many, it is literally the boy who cried wolf, the boy who cried wolf story. Just getting caught in a lie, no one's going to believe you anymore. And as more and more women are caught in a lie, less and less people are going to believe them. And that's just how it works. Human nature. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. So happy to put this in front of more eyes. If you guys could share this video with somebody, leave a like, go ahead and drop a comment. It'll help me out with the algorithm. It'll help put this video in front of more people, get the message out. I would appreciate it. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.